Good afternoon, everybody. It's Denise here, Denise Junk Journals UK. Thank you so much for joining me. It is lovely to have you here on this Saturday. Now, I didn't film. I wasn't here yesterday. I didn't put a film up. I stayed away from my desk, so I did say that I was going to, but you know, I did say I'll pop in and out as and when, so I wanted to just give my leg a complete rest because it wasn't brilliant, and yeah, it's done it the world of good. So I'm back for a Saturday, and I did say to you that I would be playing with some book pages, so this is going to be every Saturday regularly, book page ephemera using yeah, I've got lots of these books, but I want to get through this one particularly, so it's going to take a while. So I've been having a little play, as you can see. I don't know if you can even tell these are made from book page, because I've covered them so much. I think you can see it through the vellum there, and obviously there's book page behind that. And these are two boho ones I've made for the beginner's journal that I did a long time ago. It's still not quite finished, so yeah, I thought I'd make a couple of, I just felt pink and pretty, thought I'd make a couple for that. So what I'm going to do on camera today is make, well, I'm going to make 4 more, but I'm going to split it into 2, so I'll do 2. You might not even know. Anyway, I'll do 2 and then I'll turn the camera off and yeah, go have a wander around, and then I'll come back and do the other 2 because I want to do them for the 2 other journals that I've got going. So I've got Foxglove Forest and Vintage Botanical and Vintage Architecture, which are all one. So this is what I did. Started with my book page, which are, these are Reader's Digest, and they're in French. So just over 7 1/4 inches, 18.5 centimetres, and just over 5 inches, not quite 13 centimetres. And all I've done on a few of the pages that I'm going to use is take the very edge. Let me see if I can show you some. Can you see that? Just where I've torn them out. They are only glued in, they're not stitched in into this Reader's Digest book that I'm using. So I think I did about, oh, I think I did 6, which is what I folded some already. So that was my page that started with. I then just folded them in half. Now they're not going on the same page, but I do like to do opposite. So I want one going that way and one the other. So it's literally a fold. So about 8 centimetres, and I can't remember what it measured across there. Not quite 5, something like that. They don't have to be exact. I don't think mine are exactly. Oh, they're not far off. They're not far off. Yeah, just folded them over like that. But I didn't want them that tall. I just cut the block out. Oh, I've done a couple. So I just I cut the margin off the top and the bottom. Let's do that. Let's do that with these. Oops. Just so that I've only got the text block, and that kind of makes it the right size for my journals as well. So they don't have to be cut down if you want particularly longish ones. And I originally made it as a tag pocket, so a pocket that would go in a tag that would go in a pocket, you know, so a pocket in your book. This would go in it, and it would have a tag as well. Yeah, so a tag pocket. That makes sense. Did I just do one then? No, it's there. Let's keep that one ready there. So I've got them like that. What was the first thing I did? The first thing I did was to cover this, the wordy bit here, with some vellum. And I have chopped some of that ready as well somewhere. Here it is. I'll show you the stuff here first. So this was some lovely, I think this was gifted to me, I'm not sure. It could have been out of my book. I can't remember. Anyway, I've cut some out of my vellum book. So pretty coloured vellum. You don't have, if you haven't got coloured vellum, you could use ordinary vellum. If you haven't got, you know, if you want it pretty like that, you could run it through your printer if you've got one. Or you could put some napkin, that kind of thing on it, anything like that. Which one shall I go with? I'll go with this one, I think. So just out of this book, look. Just a book of vellum. I'm sure you've seen it before. So Don't know if I cut these to the right size. I don't know which way is the right way is the one. Seems a bit brighter that side. I mean, you only need it, yeah, it's a bit too tall, that one. You only need it to go through your, yeah, they're both there. Let's just take a bit off. Just underneath, because it's going to be passing down that flap. So, you know, you don't need to cover the whole page. This vellum was gifted to me. It's from Tanya, and it's from, I believe, Your Creative Studio, I think. Tanya's links are in my description. It's very hard to tell which way it goes. I don't suppose it matters because it's vellum, but okay. Glue book. So I hope you're all well and you all had a lovely, whoops, lost my glue book, there it is. I've had it earlier. I was going to say I hope you had a lovely weekend. The weekend isn't over, is it? It's barely begun. I hope you had a lovely last weekend. Feels like I don't know what day of the week it is anymore. I don't know why I say anymore. I often don't know what day of the week it is. Whoops. So it was bitter cold yesterday as well. I don't know if that's why I... well, it wasn't bitter cold. Neil said he didn't know what was up with me, but I was really cold yesterday, and I think it was cold everywhere. There was no sunshine. It was... And Tanya agreed with me that she was cold, so there you go. Yeah, I had leggings and jumper on and socks, you know, into all my winter clothes, and I was like, right, this is it. I need to get the duvet out for the bed. And yeah, I was really cold. I woke up this morning and the sun is beaming through the windows. Is there a right way? That way, I think. And yeah, it's pretty warm. I've got the windows open now in my room. I've got one lot of laundry out and another lot waiting to go out. It's bizarre. It definitely was cold yesterday. Well, I think it was 18, they said, but it didn't feel like 18 degrees to me. I don't know what the temperature's going to be here today, but we're well into the 20s. Anyhow, so yeah, that didn't last long, did it? You could stick these down. You don't have to. Oh, I've lost my little bow. Look, the little devils, these bows, they do not like to stick. You know, you don't have to cover the back like I have. You could just stick them down and use them as a pocket on your page. You could even stick them down and have a double pocket with that one. But like I say, I'm going to cover the backs of mine. I better remember that's missing. Oh, look, I'm nearly out of another glue stick there. So, pretty paper on the front, but I think I want to ink first. It's much easier. Yeah. To do it like this. Well, I don't know if it is easier, but it just feels like the right way to do it. Yeah, so I've had 20 minutes in the greenhouse, much to the cat's thrill. He loves it, although I don't get a lot done because he's constantly tickle me, tickle me, tickle me. But yeah, that's inside there. Just tidying up things, really, not doing anything. I do need to do a little bit more coffee dyeing, but like I say, it's hot there now, and I said to Neil, I'm going to have to shut him out when I do it because he just is a pest. He said, wouldn't you like some pretty paw prints all over your paper? I could sell them for a fortune. I said, no, I'd rather not. And I definitely don't want paw prints all over my house from a cat that's got coffee on his feet. Or tea or whatever, or ink, worse. So, yeah, that'll be interesting. I'll let you know how that goes. Pepper paper. Right, I brought this along. So this is from... So these two I'm doing is for the botanical. Yeah, this is the vintage botanical, and this is a freebie paper. So this is on Tanya's Buy Me a Coffee, I believe. Get rid of that, otherwise I'll stick my elbow in it. So I did measure, but I can't remember what do I want. Oh, that's only 4.5. that's 4 3/4. Let's see, I'm going to cut it in this just for ease. See how much of the picture I get for a 4.5 centimetres. Not a lot, I wouldn't have thought. Look what I've done to my bottle. Now, ooh, I didn't mean to do that. Let me tell you about this. Tanya sent me the magnet. Look, it's here. And the pin fits on it. One of these pins fits on it lovely. But the pin that came with the bottle will not. It just falls straight off. Don't know. I've tried magnetising it, you know, rubbing it along a magnet and magnetising it. It wouldn't stick. So I took it out and I put an ordinary pin in it, one of these, so I can do that. But of course my glue went brown because it's not stainless steel. So I don't know what those pins are made of, but I don't think they're stainless steel because if they were, it would stick to that, wouldn't it? So in the end, I've got fed up. In the end, I've put a big rubber bung on it. And if I just clean it each time and put it on, every now and then I just have to stick the pin in to get it going, but I'm trying that now, so I'll let you know. Right, I cut my paper, didn't I, while I was busy gossiping. Did I cut it where I wanted it? Cut it about there. Yeah, I want it less than that, so I'm all right. What do I want? Going? Should we go 4.5? It's a tiny strip, isn't it? I probably could have torn it with a tear ruler, to be honest. I'm going to do a few until I get, you know, the part of the picture that I really like. Oops. Because I'll use the strips again. Can you hear that magpie? Oh no, that one's got a little cut in it, Denise. Let's do this side. Hear the magpie out there giving it quite a lot of verbal. So not quite 4.5. Well, that's going to be a nice one anyway, isn't it? I like that one. Quite like this yellow flower. Where did I cut it that I shouldn't have? Let's take a bit off. Okay, now this way. Been a long time since I've been giving you a rake with this chopper. You've had a rest from it. Yeah, I do like that yellow flower. Let's see. Oh, that's very thin. How did I not get that right? Anyway, no point going back in, it doesn't fit. I'm making myself some little washi strips by the looks of it. They'll be in the scrap box, which is pretty empty. So much for my yellow flower then. Okay, let me go with my pink one. I must have done it 1 centimetre too short, I think. Oh, there's a bit of yellow on this one. Let's try that. Oh. What a palaver just for 2 strips of paper. I don't know. Yeah, they're a bit on the thin side, but that's okay. So let's get the bit that we want. The top of the flower rather than the bottom, don't I? Yep, that's lovely. Oh yeah, they are really chittering out there. I don't know. Maybe our cat's gone round the front. They do. Oops, they do that when there's a cat about. So we'll just take this bottom bit off. Enough to grab and pull. Yeah, there's a lot of blank space up there, but that's okay. It can be written on, can't it, seeing as it's a tag. Okay, and I'm inking. After I'd done the those boho ones, I thought I should have got my pink ink out, so I will be doing a couple more of these, and I'll be doing it with that saltwater taffy ink that Donna sent me. And that'll be really nice, won't it? Especially with it round here as well, around the book page. Oh yeah, they look nice. I'm pleased with those. I like the way there's one flower at the top and one at the bottom as well. So let's stick those on. So it's yeah, it's fun playing with all the little bits, I guess. And I decided to make them and embellish them rather than just mass make, because that's, oh, I wanted to ink that other side. That's kind of how I ended up with you know, ones that I keep finding now from doing the mass make, but not actually decorating them all. So I'll make them slower and decorate them as I go. That's what I wanted, that bit there, which important too. And then, you know, the finished pieces. Now I've been sorting out my tags and ephemera. I've not got as much as I thought I had actually, and I definitely don't have many tags sort of this size and bigger, taller. So yeah, I'm going to be making some tags with the book pages, definitely. And like I'll do the same. We'll make them and embellish them in the same video. I have to keep looking back because I can't remember what I'm doing next. Right, some paper on the back. That one's inked round, this one isn't. Oh, half inked round. I brought something, yes I did. I brought some who's this? Whose digital is this? It is Jump with Steph on Etsy and on YouTube, I believe. It's a ledger paper pack, lots of ledgers it's called, and it's true to its name. There are lots of ledgers in the pack, lots and lots of them. I use it a lot. Okay, and I'm inking. I've just stuck my finger in the ink, so good job I did the nice pink boho one first. I've now got grubby fingers. I've also got orange fingernails from peeling an orange. Some oranges really do, don't they, colour your nails when you stick your nails in. Or is it only me that sticks the nails in the oranges? Yeah, I'm trying to be, I must admit I am feeling much better for the healthy eating. Surprise, surprise. So I'm on vitamin C, like a tablet drink once a day. And I'm eating oranges and bananas and nectarines and walnuts. Oops. I'm staying off the, I'm not going to mention it, the stuff I love. Staying away from it. As you know, I can do it for so long, but then it calls me back again, but I'll keep trying. I want a new one of those. I hate it when it grates along the bottom when you're trying to glue something. Oh dear, I've only got one more left after this one. Oops. It has saved me art glitter though. When I only had those other cheap ones, I always use the art glitter for everything. So yeah, buying these more often, I think, is probably the better monetary solution. Well, that's nice. I like that. Like I say, you could just put some extra book page on to thicken it if you wanted it thicker, but you know you wanted the book page look, or you were putting it down on a page. Or you could just put it down as it is, you don't have to have it thick. Nope. It needs it to fit. So Neil's at work, but it's his last day of 3, so, and then now his 5 days off have arrived from tomorrow, so that's good. We will be going to the car boot. Not just like last time, I won't be going all the way around it, but I will be doing at least half of it. Okay, lovely. So just to tag and decorate the front. Oh, I put a label and a stamp on those, but you know, I just got oops, carried away playing. Yeah, I found some stamps with flowers on. I'm trying to use my stamps up. So, and this was my drops paper, if you remember. I had it in the greenhouse and brought it in to use, and I've not been using it yet. So, right, what are we doing? Can you be glued down now? Oh no, I'll put these two little, I've only got one more, but I did like them. These two little, like, doily, I think they're die cuts, paper die cuts, in those. I do have, I don't know if they're going to go, but I do have, oops, got a pin, 2 of these. No, I'm not sure. I think I'll do these without. I can always glue them and slide them in under afterwards. So I'm going to close these up. Now you could round corners. It'd be nice with corners rounded. Oops. You could put fancy corners on them. Here and here. Well, all there and there as well, but you know, if you wanted them here, you'd have to do it, or you want these rounded, you'd have to do it, obviously, before you glue it down. They're quite a nice thick piece, you know, strong piece when they're done as well. Whereas at the moment they're wet with the glue and they're a little bit soft, but yeah, they dry lovely and strong. Oops. Can't even get that on. Right, so now I decorated the front of those, didn't I? With some lace, but they're so pretty. I think all they need probably is a little label. Where's my little labels? Good question. Yeah, I'm getting them organised. Here they are. So there's these ones with the specimen. These are also from Tanya and Nanine's collage. Collab. I mean, it's got the same words in it, hasn't it? Northwest boundary. Quite like that one. We don't want date, we want something. That wildflower one. Yeah. So nice having them all in the right packet. So yeah, I've done some little jobs that I could do, not, you know, not sitting here. So tidying drawers and labels and things out. Yeah. And then seeing those, these are from the, I already said, the same kit, the Vintage Botanical, yeah, kit. Is that where I'm going? No. Yeah, I brought the scrolls and a ticket, so I might put a scroll on the back. Oop. Let's see. Do like those those ledger pages. All back to front. Have I got any smallish ones? No, I'll have to print some more. There's two here, look. Still think they might be too big. To print some more 2 to a page. Come out. Are you too big? I think they need grunging down a little bit, that's all. Let's see. They're just very pristine, aren't they, for that grungy paper that they're on. That's better. Yeah, lots better. Just put a line that way on this one. That's it. That's much better. Will you go the other way? No. They're symmetrical. There must have been some the other way, I think. You know, drawn the other way in the kit. Maybe. Or maybe I'm just dreaming it. We'll have it on the far side. That's just giving a nice like a title or header space if you're journaling on it. I'll have this one right over here. Lovely. Like I say, they're fun. They're fun to play with, all the little bits. Or you could just literally mass make lots of them if that's your thing. Right, so we want 2 cards inside. Tags. Here. Now these are just tags that I've made from brown card. I can't remember what size I did them. 13 centimetres, so just over 5 inches by 7 centimetres. Yeah, and they just fit in nice. So all I did was I got one right, and then I drew, you know, used all the others, cut them the same there, and then I just cut a hole in the middle, chopped it out. I did it like this. So I lined them up like that, cut them, as you can imagine me cutting that, can't you? And then so I got all the holes in the same place. I don't know why, I just wanted the holes in the same place. I just did that and just drew through the original one. And then I have to play, haven't I? Yes. Oops. Come on, open up. Now I like them. I like this brown paper with reinforcements, all reinforcements on them. But if you don't have these ring reinforcements, you could just put a square of paper or a circle of paper before you print it out, chop it out. What's the word? Punch it out. There we go. I'm gonna have them out to find a couple I like. Yeah, and then you've kind of got the same thing. You've got a homemade bit of glitter on. Yeah, I like the ones with a bit of glitter on. Let's put this on here. You've kind of got homemade hole reinforcements, and it just makes them look, you see what I mean? It needs poking a bit now. And then it should be fine. Was that what I was using? Yeah. Oops. Yeah, it just makes them look a bit more like, you know, the proper parcel tag. Luggage tag, label, whatever you call them. And then you can really do them up a little bit like that. That's got bits of glitter on it. I think it's been cut out of a card or something. Yeah, and if I don't have two to match, I don't fret about that either. I just just put what I fancy on. Now these are all different shapes and sizes. These were gifted to me. I have got some that I've cut out, and I've got some punched out. But yeah, my punch, you need to be really strong to use it. And I've got some that I die cut as well. But I do like these multi, you know, all different coloured ones. Somebody spent a lot of time punching them. I have done some of them and added them too, but they were gifted to me from a couple of different people, which is always lovely. I never think about sending whole reinforcements when I send stuff. And actually it's nice, you know, not because you haven't got any, but because you have different papers. Other people have different papers, so you get completely different, you know, whole reinforcements. Right, I've left that off. Okay, they're all done now anyway, so I've got my six done. And then I stuck some paper. Oh, this was a lovely rose from Tanya. Tanya sent me with this magnet. She sent me lots of roses. If you watch her channel, you'll know she often goes through her things and pulls a rose out for me because she knows I love them so much. She's a dear friend. Okay, but I thought I'd have on here some of these mason jars. Now there are now some massive freebie, I will get them out probably tomorrow, mason jars, really big ones that you can use for tags. I'm pretty sure they're out now. On Tanya's Buy Me a Coffee, they're too small. So this one, yeah. And on the same morning, I got some happy mail from Sinead, who's also sent me some huge mason jars, cut out of card as a template, so I can cut round them as well. So yeah, I'll show you them all tomorrow in Sunday's video. Book page, I want some book page then. Didn't bring any, I want something different to that, so what have I got? I don't know why I didn't bring any more. I've got my dictionary. Oh, there's a pack. There's a pack of book page. Okay. So they're Reader's Digest pages as well. Look, I've got lots in here. Gulliver's Travels. Now it will be different because that one's in French, you know, so this will be a different book page, and all I want to do is just a piece, oops, just a piece behind. Good grief, Denise. All that book page and you've taken it down to nothing. Could have got 2 out of there if I'd have been a bit more delicate. Never mind. I am not short of book page. That will go in the collage. The collage pile. Yeah, I think so. I just wasn't sure for a minute if I wanted the really white. But I'm going to really make this grungy, so it will obviously stand out. Yeah, like that. Okay. So I'm just going to do the same with the other one. I think I need to just have a break now, and then I'll come back and do the other 2. So I will show you it in, well, probably a millisecond. Yeah, I like it down there with this bit off. Do I want to? I've stuck my finger in it again. I must have a very inky finger. Okay, I'll go grab a cup of tea, I think, and yeah, then when we come back we'll do the other 2, and I'll stick that one on there exactly the same. We'll finish these and then we'll do the other 2, and I will be, don't blink, and I'll be done. Okay, so you didn't even know I'd gone, did you? I've yeah, I've had a cup, well, I've got a cup of tea, brought one up with me, changed my laundry over on the washing line and put some more in, and yeah, had another fuss with the cat. What did I do with these? Nothing more, I don't think. Just threaded them. One of them wasn't finished, was it? Was it that one? Oops. So just threaded it with some sari. Now obviously having the tab out the top, a loose tab rather than just a lace or something, means I have to put it to the side, but that's fine, I don't mind. Quite like it, something different, isn't it, to put it in there. You know, you could make it a lot smaller or just put some lace or anything like that, but I do want that tab to, you undone there now, to grab and pull out. I love them. They're very cheerful and colourful, aren't they? I might make a couple of bases at the end to collage, you know, another day, rather than do lots full on like this. So yeah, ink. I was going to ink, but then I thought, time's getting on and I can't sit here forever, so I might as well come on and ink quickly and have a little chat with you while, I don't know what about, mind. I've not got nothing planned to chat about. It really is beautiful though. I feel like summer's come back again. It's bizarre. Yeah, it makes me feel like going on holiday again. To be fair, we were supposed to be going away. Neil was wanting to go away for a couple of weekends, but it's sad. I can't bring myself to leave the cat. Now I will, because going away is our thing. You know, when we've had him a bit longer, but we've not had him a year yet. It feels like we have, but we haven't. We need him to completely get used to, you know, this is his house, and occasionally he goes away and comes back. I just feel so bad for him. So these have got the birds on. Did I show you this or not? It's more of the paper that was, oh, that one's our ex's face is coming out there. That was sent to me by Tanya. Honestly, I sometimes wonder what I'd craft with without her keeping me supplied with things, bless her. But there's always something, isn't there? You know, you don't have to have lots of things. I crafted for the first year. Yeah, the first year of me doing this with very, very little. I was watching money because I was off, you know, off work, and I wasn't getting full sick pay. because I'd given up my full-time job not long previously and gone supply teaching, which was, you know, a little bit easier sometimes. But I could just work the hours I wanted to work. Now I worked full-time, but just knowing that I didn't have to kind of helped me along. That's bizarre, isn't it? But yeah, so I worked on a day-by-day basis. Now I did lots of long-term positions while I was on supply, but you know, and you get paid really well. Oh no, that would have fitted nice on there. Oh, I'll have to do something with that on the front. What a good idea. Right, you are going the same way as that one, I think. Yeah, I have. I've glued the wrong side of the vellum, because I had a bird going in each direction. Never mind. Yeah, so I you know, I couldn't buy everything. I was you know, waiting month by month to get things. I didn't have ink, I didn't have daubers, I didn't have anything like I've got now. So I know you don't have to have them for the joy. I didn't have punches. I just literally had scissors, glue, books from the charity shop, and then I bought some paper and cardstock, you know, cheap, not particularly good, but good enough for crafting with for me. And then eventually, I think it was Christmas, that I got a printer, and then I started, you know, I was able to download digitals, which made a big difference. So I still didn't have lots of other things I could buy, and you know, I couldn't go buy lots of die cuts and flowers and lace and stuff like that, but digitals are really cheap. They really are for what you get for them. You know, digital makers don't make a lot of money, I don't think, unless they sell an awful lot of them, because, you know, for what you pay for them, and you can print them as many times as you want, as long as you're not, you know, selling them and making money. Print them for your own use. I mean, you can use them in other projects and sell them, but generally for your own use, once you've paid that few pounds, and it is, you know, just a few pounds. Love that. Shame about that bird, but never mind. You know, you can print them over and over and over again. So yeah, once I got my printer and I started downloading digitals, that's when I really started creating, you know, full on lots of amazing things that I just loved doing. And then from then on, I've collected things, you know, the inks, and I found things in charity shops as well. Once you know what you're looking for, I found a lot of Tim Holtz inks. One was it wasn't the summer just gone, the summer before, I think, in a charity shop when we was on holiday. Yeah, I think I got about 10 Tim Holtz inks plus other things at the charity shop for £10. So yeah, and the same with laces and things like that. And then, you know, you just go on having things for Christmas and birthdays. And I think one of my biggest things then was the chopper, the guillotine, because I cannot cut straight to save my life. I suppose you've noticed. Okay, come together so quick once you've done a couple. He looks like he's flying in there and out there, doesn't he? I didn't cover the back. Didn't bring anything for the back, did I? But I have got my box here, so there's bound to be something in the actual kit. Oops, what have I got here? Come out. Not all of you. I don't want the whole lot. What have I got? Something printed on white. Oh yeah, two of the same. That's nice, isn't it? You have them? Yes, I think they'll just about go right over there. Take as much of it as I can and then see. So sometimes I print on this thin white paper, you know, just to see what the kit looks like. Other times it's left in the printer and I've forgotten, you know, because if I'm printing statements off and things like that, you know, utility bills and things, yeah, I quite like it that way. You know, I just put cheap white paper in. and I forget. The times I've come up and seen a run of something on white paper. Nothing wrong with white paper, but it's cheap, thin white paper, so it's not strong enough for pages and things like that, in my opinion. Not with the amount that I like to put on them. That's nice, isn't it? Like that. So yeah, I often get bits like that. But I use them all. Okay. The thing about using the French, let's use this, the French book is, I wouldn't know, apart from a few really common ones, I wouldn't know if there was a swear word or anything. Not particularly savoury there. So if there is, you'll have to excuse me, it was not known. Oops. If you're a French speaker or a French reader. That's nice. So just using papers from the kits, you know, makes it tie in with the what I'm making. The journal, that's it. It's a nice page, this. It's a cover. You know, can be used as the cover or just a journal page, but yeah, it's got a really nice pattern to it. It's distressed. Even before I got my hands on it. Oh, we're upside down. Don't suppose it matters with this, but I didn't check how long I'd been last time. I think it was about half an hour, if I remember rightly. So if this one's 20 minutes, then 25. That's about right. I need to do a film for tomorrow, later on today if I can. I won't if my legs are poorly, but if I can, just to save me tomorrow when I come in from the car boot. Lovely. What did I have on these? I have to keep reminding myself. So stamps and labels. Oh, those lovely scrolls. So something out of the kit, really. What's in the kit then? Oh. Don't want those. Oh, shall we have a butterfly? Let's have a butterfly on the back, and then we'll have one of those lovely flowers on the tag. Might have a word as well. Let's have a look at the butterflies. Whoops. Yeah, we've got blue vibes going on. A little bit big. Got a smaller one. Smaller, please. I should have, because I've printed them in various. Well, there are all different sizes on the. Don't use the glittery ones. You know, on the page. But I've printed them. What are you doing in there? A couple to a page as well. That's about the size I'm after. Yeah. I don't want two the same. Oh, there. That's the one. In you go, a lively bunch. Right, so they do look a bit lost on their own. What do I want on them? A word, maybe, or a label. These green ones are nice. Let's just, dear treasure, summer rain and sunshine. What about that? That's exactly what we've had this summer. That one's a bit big. I'm not going to put them on anything. I'll make them posh and pretty. They just go in, oops, with the butterflies. Somehow. Move that out the way or I shall send it flying. Gosh, those dogs have been at it quite a bit today. Oh, Lord. Do I like the longer one there? don't know. I want it on top of the butterflies because I don't want to obscure the words, any of the letters. So let's put the butterflies down and then I'll decide where I'm going to put those words. So this one is the foxglove forest. Put this butterfly down while I have a think. I might want a smaller word. Oops. Or phrase. That's a phrase, not a word. A bit of English for you. Bit of grammar. Sunshine. I think I want to go on a label. That's what I think. What did I do with the labels? I've had them, haven't I? Got stuff everywhere. I mean everywhere. Oh, I've moved over there with them. Right. No worries, I've got some here. How much tidier is that than last time you saw it? Just a bit. That sounds like my washing machine's just finished. That was very quick. Do you know? I just don't know. I'm just going to leave them there for now. And think about the front, because the front wants something on them, doesn't it? It's quite plain. Flowers. So we'll probably have flowers on the... Oh, I haven't used any of these trees. I haven't got any trees that are that size. Too small next to the bird. Oh, I love that fern. Let's have a little dig in here. Oh, I've got lots of ferns here. Okay. There's a nice big one. And it's very yellow inside. But I'm not cutting in between all those fern bits. No way. Let me just... No, there's no others. Oh, where did it go? I shuffled it back in. Was it that one? No. Was that one? Okay. They're too big. Would have gone nice under there, wouldn't they? I keep taking it out of your eyesight, don't I, and teasing you. I like that. Not too big. Unless I cut the leaf down now. No, they're not big enough. Here we go with that and that. Put all these back in for now. That's it. So maybe these want to be on the front, not the back. You are just too big. Is that one any bigger? There could be a fraction of a... It is a little bit. I could just trim that off, couldn't I? Do you want this behind you? Maybe the square one. Too square. Maybe. No. Okay, so that's the right size, I think. Yeah, I don't mind that. Like I say, I'll have to trim some off there, and then maybe these at the top. Right. Gosh. So you're kind of in the middle. Just checking that I'd press play. Gosh, how the time's gone. Have I been slower since I came back up? I've been chatting a bit more, I think, haven't I? It's because I've got into my stride. So if I put that at a bit of an angle, I don't lose very much there at all. Now, I have made these very full on. That was how I was feeling. You could make them very simple with the book page, you know, and not cover it like I have with the matted papers. You could just put these straight onto the book page and they'd be beautiful. Oops. That's it, you don't even know it's not there, do you? If you see what I mean. Did that make sense? You don't know it's not there. Did I say that for you see now? We're a bit tight on this one. Where's my little fussy cuts? Let's doctor it and see what I think. I may not like it when I've cut that big leaf off, but we'll see. I could always tuck it in somewhere. Yeah, that's better, isn't it? We got that cream piece out of there. I was answering some more of your comments yesterday about the This Is Me video. A lot of you were surprised that I hadn't been crafting a lot longer, which was a nice compliment you all gave me. Ah, yeah. So it's coming out from behind like that. So, are you coming off here? Yes. I'll have this down. No, but I think I answered the people that asked. I've spent a lot of hours at it. not at the moment because I can't, but you know, when I could. Yeah, I spent many an hour. So maybe, you know, in theory, the time I've spent, you still don't want to fit, do you? If we go that way. Oh, you will if we go that way. Yeah, maybe the time I've spent is the same as someone who's been doing it a lot more years. if you see what I mean. Does that make sense? Oops. Of course, COVID was a big thing that gave us lots of time, because we literally couldn't go anywhere, could we, or do anything, or, you know, have anybody round. Is that too low up there? I was going to say I don't have to cut that out, but I don't want to risk. That's better. Down a bit. Yeah. I don't want to risk showing the bottom of that leaf where it's cut away. So I can honestly say that it is sitting at my desk, which is really sad. That causes me the most pain at the moment. So I am just concentrate. That's it. Yeah, I'm trying to be very good and not overdo it when I get here, which is really hard because I really enjoy myself when I sit at my desk. Now I'm wondering if that might be nice on there as well. I think it would. Over that. I'm wondering if too, let's get another smaller one. You know, put a real small Fern Grove. I could cut that bit off. Let's see how small I can make it. Because of that F, not very. Let's cut the corners. Oh, you can go smaller there. I'm just trying it. I've lost nothing if I don't like it, and it ends up going in the bin or somewhere else. Yes, I like it. £550 Fern Grove. Oops. So we've got the fern bit there, haven't we? Yeah, I like it. Okay. Yeah, so I'm not as quick now as I was last time because I'm fiddling with the embellishments, but that's where the fun bit is, isn't it? Yeah, I love that. Pop those back. So I need something here now. So Inspire is very tiny. That might be nice. Yeah, I know it's much of a much colour wise, but I'll ink it, tiny though it is, I'll ink it and me. It'll be fine. Let's have the little corners nibbled, and that disguises the fact that I have not cut it very accurately. Dearie me. Oops. So we haven't got anything else planned, I don't think, for his 5 days off, apart from going to the cupboard. I would love to go and get some, choose the paint for my bedroom. Maybe we'll do that. I don't know when the painting will happen, but because it means moving furniture out. Yeah, dreading that, but I love those. Okay, I'm going to leave that up there for eye space. I was tempted, but I'm, you know, rest your eye space. I think space isn't what I meant, is it? Where's my lid? So, do I just need to glue those down? Are we done? I need something down there. Don't know if I want another word, but let's have a look. Yeah, maybe the words need to go down there. And then I like these ripped ones as well. Birdsong, that's not ripped. Let's have another ripped one. Beauty. Yeah, let's have those. Okay. And I'm going to ink them up. Yeah, so I printed them out twice. One strip I ripped, kind of with a tear ruler, and the other one I cut somewhere and there. Lovely. So just the tag then for these, but I'm running out of time. Oh, look, I've been 25 minutes now. You'll have to watch me in fast forward if you haven't got long enough. Oh, come back to me twice. Watch it in 2 sittings, I mean, you know. You can come back twice if you want to help my ratings no end. Tags, I've got tags ready and I have inked those. So I want the dark sides up the top, yes. And I was just going to put some of those flowers on, wasn't I? But I've got flowers on the outside now, so let me just see. I'm thinking about these animals. If I've got any animals that are appealing to me. Forest animals. I've not used any of these yet, so, well, he fits perfectly. And if I have something with the head going the other way. Oh, it's an owl. Look, I love an owl, as you know. No, I haven't cut all these out yet, and we have got them. Some facing this way and some facing the other way, but I've got all the ones facing the one way, haven't I? We've got a badger. Oh, let's have both of those. Why not? And I'm going to cut out in between the legs of this one. Oops. I can't. Just so that I can see the book page behind it. Otherwise, there's no point in putting it there, is there? It's so easy with these Tim Holtz scissors to cut the middles out. But definitely have a go. Doesn't have to be pristine, especially with the book page behind it. And if you've got ink, a little bit of ink will. Right, I'm not going to puncture that because I'll make a mess. I'm going to go in like that because it's going to be glued back down. Just loosened one foot there by cutting below it. Oops. Pull your elbows in. Elbows, knees, whatever they are. Does that come out? Yeah. That's better. That will look better with book page. Right, let's have this chappie's antlers. some daylight between them. Just a little bit. That's it. That's better. Okay, book page. I didn't get the book page ready. What's this I see here? I see something. Oh. I'm on the dark side, yes. We're on the dark side. Right, let's see if I can not waste the paper. Will half of that do? This is vintage book page. It's a bit lively. I think it might, because I do only want a central piece, don't I? Let's move that because it's in my way. Yep, okay, and that and that and that. Yeah, I'm getting today so that I don't like the mess all around me for some reason. Okay, let's ink those papers. And this is just one formula. I mean, there's thousands of different possibilities, isn't there, for what paper you put where, how you decorate. I mean, you could cover the front, entirely cover the front of this tag with book page, you know, glue it on and trim round it, and then put something on it. Oops. Leave that owl out because I need to put him on something. Need to get my fix of owl. What am I doing? Oops. I know there's lots and lots of people doing fall crafting now, and quite a few doing Halloween. Are you? And have you guys started it? The seasons are just not long enough for me. They change too quickly. I do love doing fall, but I've got so much summer that I still want to do, and I'm still enjoying. Yeah, I love that. That'd be nice with a, oops, a little label up there. Look, he's kicking his leg out. I want him fairly low because he's got grass, look, under him. Don't want grass floating in the air, do we? Oops, didn't put the lid on that. Is it going to work? No. We should have known. Oh, crikey. Even that don't want to go in. Come on, I'm nearly there. Don't give up on me now. Just spotted my cup of tea that I haven't been drinking as well. It'll be cold if I don't get it drunk quick. Down you go. Right, just let me have a quick. I'll try not to make a slurpy noise. I can't help it. When I have a big mouthful, I can't drink quietly. I'm sure I've told you that before. Shall we get his foot fastened down? That owl would be lovely on some book page, wouldn't it? Ooh. Yeah, and I've put my labels over there, haven't I? So have I got anything in here that's appealing to me? Too big. I want smallish ones. Oh, that one's alright. There we go, look. See what I mean when you haven't got a lot of choice, things still find something to use. Oh, did I pick that up? I like that one on there, I don't like that one on there. I like that. What was it? Was it the... Oh, maybe if I have it lower down. Yeah, that's better. It was where I was putting it up near that circular. Yeah, that's better. That's okay. Good. Where's me rubber? So I brought some string, or I undid some string so it wouldn't be too, hopefully it won't be too thick. It's got that lovely crinkly, crimped look about it now, because it was a strand made with 3. It's alive. Probably could have just cut it in half and used one, couldn't I? Let's do that. Silly wasting it. Oops. There we go. Oh, I haven't glued these down. Should have done that so they could be sticking. So I haven't put any lace or material on these, fabric. Like I did on the first one, you could do that. I mean, a big strip of lace down there, you know, book page and just a big strip of lace over it, beautiful. Don't have to have all the pretty papers and the embellishments. Okay. Will that string fit? Yeah, it will just. That's nice because they're poking out, look. Yeah, that string fits fine. Like I say, if you don't like it sticking out like that, you can try it another way. Really pleased with those. So those were the first 2, which are the roses, which I loved playing with. And these ones are a bit lively. I'll put them the other way. Lovely. Okay. A thumbs up would be much appreciated. If you want to chat to me, I will be sitting with my feet up this afternoon, so I will be answering you back. And come back and see me tomorrow for some fun Sunday play. I don't know what exactly I'm doing yet, but yeah, I've got a couple of ideas, so I'll have to decide which one. Okay, I'm sure this is longer than an hour, so have a lovely day. I'll see you all soon. Bye for now.